maybe aren't top level, because this is what I get asked a lot. So I think it's something that people would value from all of us in here.
Yeah.
What do you like other than Bitcoin or majors that you think have a really, a really big opportunity to get into or to research that are coming out? Go ahead, Crypto Love. I
Oh,
see it.
that are coming out, like ones that don't exist yet?
Exist or
They're
that are almost
coming
that
out.
are coming.
They
Yeah,
want
it
to
doesn't matter.
Well,
This is what everyone asks me. Like all of us ask our own guys, like, what? Tell us about. We even say it. Tell us about some new projects that maybe we
Okay.
don't even know.
Okay,
So
this
yeah,
one's
let's talk
already
about
out.
what we like.
This one's already out, but I think it is well underrated in that, in my mind, it should be a top 10 altcoin, is Celsius. They have a very strong community. They have a fixed supply. They have an amazing use case, giving you interest on your crypto. The founder of Celsius, Alex Mashinsky, he's a triple unicorn. He has $3 billion companies, same as Elon Musk. He's in the Elon Musk club. And he created voice over IP. He did one other thing, and Celsius. And I think because of that, I mean, and their tokens used in the ecosystem. So you either get your interest and sell, or if you take out a loan, you have to pay the interest and sell. And so I think because of that, the fixed supply of the community, I think that one could definitely go up because their user base is just growing. Right now it's 200,000 people. It's growing and growing and growing. And that could be huge.
There's a segue here. So have you heard of Yield App?
Yield
Have you heard?
app?
I think
Okay, it's
so.
called Yield App.
It's a
These guys
DeFi
are doing
developer.
very similar things to Celsius, but they're running it like a DeFi fund. And so a lot of people don't know how to, get involved in farming or anything DeFi, or it's too
Buy a John
expensive
Deere.
for Ethereum. So they actually made a fund which does something exactly very similar models to Celsius, where you lock up. This is brand new. I just did a video on this today. You lock up your USDT and you lock up your yield, and you get paid out a guarantee of 10% plus 2% in yield. And if you hold yield, you get up to 20% per year. So it's even better than Celsius in some ways, because the people behind it are no small names. They got David Johnson. They've got Tim Frost. He was involved with Equibank, and he was also involved with Paxful, building them up, and WireX. So like they have some real names around the platform. And Justin, that they brought in as the other co-founder, he's from the traditional market. These guys are really building something similar to Celsius. If you're looking at Celsius and going, wow, that's done 85x or something from the bottom, this is just out like this week. It came out.
Yeah.
It came out with Trust Swap, which a lot of us know, Jeff, right? They did it on Trust Swap, and I think there's some really, really good stuff that's going to come from that, and it's early stage. So like if you love Celsius, which I also love Celsius and Nexo, Yield App might be one that if you've never heard of it yet, might be a good one to look at. It's a very similar model.
Yeah. I would say as far as Celsius goes, look, I love Alex. I like Celsius. I've been bullish on Celsius since the first time I ever heard him talk, which was July of 2018. The one thing I would say is for Celsius to be a coin that outperforms the market drastically, it's going to have to do something that few coins have ever done, which is already outperform the market drastically and then do it again. So that's the one thing I would say about Celsius. I like Celsius. I like a lot of stuff they do. For them to, outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, considering it's drastically outperformed it in 2020, that's going to truly make it a unicorn coin, but not a Uniswap. And I would say, like, I've got, several projects that I'm working with, some that I haven't even done videos on yet or talked with. I mean, projects I'm an advisor for, obviously YFDI, Ferrum Network, that we talked about at the beginning, very bullish on Ferrum Network. They're working with a company called Plasma Pay, which is another one that I'm very bullish on. And then also Smart Key. I mean, a lot of people have been making comments about it in the channel. These are projects that are doing like real things. These are projects that are not like fly by night and things like that. So those are four that I'm looking at. But this is what I want to say. And this is not directed towards any coin that I'm working with, any coin I've worked with in the past. It's just, there have been a lot of coins that I've talked about on my channel that have 10x'd. And you know what happens after a project 10x's? It usually comes back to reality. I think when you guys are looking at altcoin strategies, you really do know, like, almost no matter how much you believe in anything, like, you have to make smart money decisions for yourself. So when it comes to these coins, that may or may not explode. Zero Chain is another one that I'm looking at. You guys might want to be paying attention to. Don't come at me or come at anybody that you invest in a coin and it goes up 10x and then it goes back to its original value and you say, oh, well, you should have made a smarter decision. You should have like taken some profits along the way. I understand believing long-term in projects for sure. I mean, there's, like I believe long-term, pretty much like long-term, we're talking about years and years and years. I mean, it's a very small select group. Bitcoin, Ethereum, I don't know. I don't know after that. I don't know after that what is the true long-term plays, Chainlink probably in that group. Okay.
Add helium. People are sleeping on helium.
You love it. If you're sleeping on helium, you're probably dreaming with a high-pitched voice. Okay. But in all seriousness,
all in on helium.
Yeah, you guys got to make smart decisions for yourselves, and don't ride a coin all the way up and then ride
stand-up NFT coming?
Well, oh no, oh God, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. Am I back? Can y'all hear me again?
Yes, yeah, Mr. Clear.
That was terrible. My stand-up act consists of me pulling my microphone out of my thing, and then one my graphic designer who works in house with me, he made the bad mistake of telling the guy that's my CEO, like in front of him, saying that I should do stand-up comedy. So now we do a lot of stand-up routines. So don't let that go to my head too. I'll dominate comedy YouTube. Okay.
Now, one coin I do like that our team looked into, that's low cap, which is in a way kind of our moonshot pick, is P Network, PNT. So they're doing cross-chain DeFi and very low cap, code is good, super risky as hell, not financial advice. But if we were to get in on a low cap gem, we think that has the potential to possibly do that. Bill, any picks on your end?
I have a lot of people asking me about, I want to call it KP3R. Is that correct?
Keeper?
Oh, Keeper?
Yeah.
Keeper?
Yeah, that's hacker speak.
It's what?
It's cringy.
Hacker speak.
Oh.
Keeper?
Yeah, it's got a really interesting chart, but I will defer on the Token Metrics firm pick to Ian.
Isn't Andre Cronje in that one?
Yes, yeah, that's
Anything
Andre's
he touches
project.
just goes up, right?
He's just making so many new projects. I mean,
Can we pause for a second? Ian, can we pause for a second? Can we talk about something really important right now?
Absolutely.
I got an email from Token Metrics this week, and it had the top 3 crypto YouTubers of 2020 on it. Included Data Dash, Ivan, and some guy I've never heard of. And I just want you to know, like, from the bottom of my heart, I was seriously, like, really wounded and offended by this.
So I'll explain.
Yeah, thank you, because I need some explanations here, Ian.
So that was a community vote based on
I hate Token Metrics community. I hate you.
And this was done in January this year.
Oh,
right? So
okay. Well, then I understand, because I only had 12,000 subscribers back then.
Yeah. So I mean, props to you. You've blown the hell up.
It's thanks to Token Metrics. Listen, seriously, part of one reason why I got a lot of credibility this year was I was using those Token Metrics picks for my picks of the month, and they blew up all year. Like, my people made so much money from those Token Metrics picks all throughout 2020. I mean, up until DeFi bubble kind of popped there for a little bit. We were like 7 months in a row of like at least 200% gains, having one triple-digit winner like every month. So yeah, okay. Well, I accept your apology. Yeah. I didn't hear an apology, but I do accept it. I want you to know.
Well, I mean, then next year you'll definitely be on the list, and I'm pretty sure.
Thank you,
because you're one of our biggest affiliates, crypto family members, YouTubers. So I'm pretty sure most of our community now is from you.
They might like the fact that I confront on air. Maybe they like that.
Yeah.